for Badri. High-class player comes in at number 3. He is someone that reads conditions well. He must know that Badri's going to try and do him on the inside edge of the bat. Not going to turn it. First ball from Roy, just skipped on, missing leg. Second ball did not miss leg.
And the length, I think, is critical for Badri as well. He did try to play fairly straight, Roy. 23 of Badri's 39, 22 in fact have come in the first 6 overs. It's an extremely good record.
Yeah, a lot of these young England batsmen would never have played against the great Anil Kumble, and that's how they got to play Badri. Play him down the pitch like that, not across the front pad. This sort of surface, Kumble would have just skidded it on, and that's exactly what's happening out there now. What a start. All credit to Badri. Right on the money, first over.
Good work, Badge. Good work, Badge.
Some players have tried to play a sweep shot against him.
That's a good option. High-class player, Joe Root. Who's going to get you the first boundary? It's going to be Root.
Very controlled shot. Standing tall and playing that punch. So that's a high percentage shot. Not going back, waiting for spin to play a cut. It's a vertical bat, and he knows he made a mistake with length.
Better length. Very good start from Badri, just to ease the nerves. It gets a wicket, 7 for 1. That'll be a hammer blow for England, because Roy has been in fantastic nick and has got England off to a flyer. Root comes in early, which is no disaster because he's a fabulous player. Pace of Russell. They'll go at Root with some short stuff occasionally. Most sides do. It's dangerous because fine legs up, but he's got wheels, this lad.
That's an excellent start. I think a couple of times in this tournament, I remember against Afghanistan and I think up at the Wankhede, Russell started against India in this form, in this line, with this line, which I think is a good line and a full enough length to get some away movement. But sometimes he's gone away from it too quickly without the batsman showing him any initiative.
First 2 balls of the game. Just sneaking down, big appeal. That one missing leg, this one not. Just a case of England adapting to conditions. They've spent a lot of time in Delhi. Started in Mumbai, didn't really adapt to that pitch. Delhi, when they played Afghanistan, new venue, didn't adapt to that. They've got to do that quickly in a final.
I think there were 2 runs on the offering from that last shot, but Alex Hale slipped up at the striker's end in turning to come back for 2. And you talk about the grass on the surface. It's got a fair covering of grass just in the crease line, down at, I don't know if it's a high court end, but the striker's end as it stands now. Got to be careful.
Good from Sammy having the slip in, because the ball will just nibble a little bit here. We saw in the earlier game, but it's also just occasionally seamed. And the way Hales plays, there's occasionally an edge in there. Picked up. Oh no, he's hit it straight to the man there. Badri, you can't keep him out of the game. Hales thought he had 4, England thought he had 4. Badri thought different.
That is a fantastic catch. It was travelling. And if you're Andre Russell, the girls are celebrating as well. Again, you don't expect it to be caught at short fine leg. Neither does Hales. 8 for 2.
Roy took it pretty calmly. Hales hasn't, because he had one man to beat. One man to beat, Badri, and he didn't. Well, Skipper, what have you got? Been a brilliant captain in the last 9 months. Haven't got many runs in this tournament. He's had 2 golden ducks. Said in the press conference, just let me get past that first ball. They need a little bit more. They need his experience. He's the only one left from the winning side of 2010. He plays his cricket here for the Kolkata Knight Riders, and they'll need better stats than that.
2 slips in place.
Gets through the first ball. Morgan's back, 8 for 2. And a surprise. Often they've hit England with spin in the power play from one end. They're going both ends now. Sullivan Ben, what do you reckon, Bish?
Yeah, it's an interesting move because Russell bowled an excellent over, and Sammy's modus operandi has been to rotate everyone apart from Badri 1-over spells in previous games. So at times there'll be an argument if a guy's in good rhythm and he's on top of the batsman, you could probably squeeze another one in without too much threat. So it's an interesting move.
Option to go over long on for Joe Root. Mid-on's up. No one on the sweep as well, so the boundaries could well be leg side. Mid-off's back. Oh, he's played that shot well. That's how he got his first boundary. That's how he'll get his second.
Sort of up there with a guy that we saw play well all through the tournament and the semi-final, Virat Kohli. Very controlled. He doesn't muscle the ball away. I think that's an identical principle with Joe Root, but they find gaps and time the ball well enough.
And because he's a touch player, he's enjoyed the pace on the pitches that England have played on. Mumbai, Delhi and here, they've not been sticking the pitch wickets. He can just use his touch just to knock the ball around. He doesn't have to overhit.
He's talking about how impressed I was with that Russell over. Well, I mean, that was like stumpish. So a little bit of fortune, but he kept the ball up to the bat on a full length. Good enough. Usually he'd bang a short ball, a real short ball in there in his first over. He hasn't done that.
Captain has faced 6 deliveries, Morgan. He's still on naught. Beautiful hands. Beautiful hands. Over the offside for 4.
And that's where it only takes a couple of balls to consolidate the partnership, and then you'll go back into your aggressive mode. So also, I was thinking, why didn't Russell maybe be favourite to bowl this over? The ball turning into Morgan from Ben. And the West Indies are wearing black armbands as well tonight. Nice shot. Former West Indies off-spinner Ranji Nanan passed away a few days ago, and Sunil Narain, everyone knows here at the Knight Riders, his dad passed away a couple of days ago as well.
Full toss. It's the over that England needed. 3 boundaries in it. The gamble with Ben has not paid off. 23 for 2.
He's outside the line. Spinners are on, but it's not spinning. Good captaincy from Darren Sammy. He's had a slip in all the time. He had 2 slips when Morgan came into the crease. What an atmosphere. 66,000 crammed in. All right, mate.
Good evening, David. Good evening, everyone. Fantastic atmosphere here in Kolkata. Great start from the West Indies. Won the toss, 10 in a row. And now putting the clutches on England here, picking up 2 early wickets. Just looking at Owen Morgan. Badri's bowling beautifully here. Just watching the way he plants his front foot against Badri and plays. It's like he's not picking him. As soon as he plays against a left-arm spinner, we saw Sullivan Ben last year, he just looks a lot more positive. Badri doing a good job here. Sammy doing a good job.
Oh, gone! There's another. You just said he's not picking him. Googly straight on, it doesn't matter. England 3 down. It's not really spinning. It just comes out of the side of the back of the hand. There's a touch of movement, takes the outside edge. Chris Gale having a fabulous time. Darren Sammy, captain. Go on, what is it? What is it?
It's just a wrong, and you can see it come out of his hand. But Owen Morgan, we're just talking about, he just doesn't read it out the hand. He plays it off the pitch, and his body movements by planting that front foot and then using his hands, just causing issues and causes problems when you play the spinners like that. The other thing is when Owen Morgan plays that, you watch this dismissal again. Just watch as he closes the face of the bat to try and turn it to the onside. We'll see that in a minute. Well, this man's been in good form, Buttler. Good striker of the ball. They need him now to play a significant innings.
4.4 overs, England 3 down. Badri tormenting England, 2 for 8.
Yeah, have a look at this. Watch Morgan's bat. Watch how he just closes the face and tries to nudge it to the onside. As David Lloyd said, Badri didn't really turn it too much. It just turned a little bit, but enough.
It's a maiden, 23 for 3. Just a reminder, we are still in that power play. Another over to go. Dwayne Bravo, box of tricks here.
Interested to see what Bravo bowls here. His slower ball is probably the best in the game at the moment in this form of the game. It dips and really hard to play, but in this with the first 6, there's just been a little bit of nibble, hasn't there?
Just a touch. It's a good pitch, is this? Just think about England. How do they play now? Have they got to be careful or go for broke? Keep saying a long batting lineup. They're going to be tested here. In the gap, it's sat up nicely. It's a poor delivery.
I think the ball was in the air for a little while, but it was safely in the gap. He hit the ball hard too. Cometh the hour, cometh the man, Jos Buttler.
It's a slowy as well. Drops his pace down. Slowy again. Clip through the leg side this time. Athletic team. Yeah, well done, Andre Russell. Had a little tweak at that.
So also just see how fast this outfield was. It's a very quick outfield. It's a small ground. Good wicket. 185 your senses par. It's good effort here from Russell. Let's see if anything was touching. I think he did pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. I think the umpire won't have a look at this one.
He's got a towel in his back pocket, hasn't he? Oh, third umpire's got one here. Wasn't 4. Flighted, full toss. Flirted away. We'll find that long mid-wicket boundary there.
That's the worst delivery Badri's bowled. His second last ball. I just wonder if he got a little bit greedy. With the first 6, he bowls quickly into the pitch. So I've just seen a couple of deliveries floated up here a little bit. I reckon he's getting greedy for that third wicket and just over-pitched. Root was good enough just to pick the gap on this quick outfield. Small ground went bang. Just what he needed. Good timing there from Joe Root. So really only been Suleiman Ben that struggled. But now he's got his chance in these middle overs. A bit more protection. Needs some hard running. Yeah, Root and Buttler, as we're talking about before, Sanjay, this is the partnership. This is the key where England can really lay a foundation, can make a big score. They're going to rely on these two players. These two guys play well and make a big score. They're a chance.
But that's a good shot. The 50 comes up. Loves that area, Jos Buttler. They've gone after Ben. Once again, the left-arm spinner under pressure.
Yeah, excellent shot. That's his strength there, isn't it, Sanjay? As you were saying, over cover. Excellent shot. Look at his hands. Look how late he goes for the ball. He stays so still. Then right at the last minute, he uses his hands. Bang. Super shot. Another good over this so far for England. Oh, good running. Putting some pressure on the West Indies now too. 10 off it so far, 1 to go.
He just plays the ball in the gap, runs hard between wickets. Was the one who called for the second, comfortably made. So Ben now has conceded 24, 1 ball to go in the second over. Oh! The ball gripping on that occasion. 9 overs gone, it's 57 for 3. There's the CAB president. A good shot. Good fielding by the big man. Got his body right behind it. Managed to get rid of the ball in the end. Couple of runs.
Yeah, well fielded. Andre Russell's got some pace. He's a good bowler in this form of the game. Some pace too. England will enjoy the pace. I think England have been said that we want to play fearless cricket. We want to play aggressive cricket and not, no matter what the situation. The good thing for me is I think England had to take those over or two or three overs to rebuild. They had to do that because there's no point losing another wicket or two, because if you lose 3 wickets in the first 6 overs, 70% of the time you lose the match. So they're up against it. They had to rebuild, and now they're just starting to put the foot down and playing that fearless cricket. There's his Stokes. He's a good player. Ali's a good player. Jordan dangerous at the end. So still got some batting to come, but this is the partnership. These guys need to be there till the 15th over. And it's the hardest thing in 2020, isn't it? When you've lost those early wickets, you have to rebuild. But still, you've got the tick over the scoreboard and put some pressure on the bowlers. There was a good day for the West Indies so far. Badgery was the man, set the tone early. Plenty of high fives and plenty of smiles from the West Indies.
There was one team that Indian fans wanted their team to lose, or didn't mind the team losing to, is the West Indies. There's the pull shot again and gets 4 runs for it. The thing about Joe Root, he hits the ball in between the fielders. It was exactly where the men are.
Yeah, excellent stroke. Heard Ian Bishop talking earlier when Andre Russell came on for his first over, saying he just bowls well when he bowls full around that off stump. He just nibbles the ball. Generally likes to bowl a good short one, and yeah, why not to Joe Root. But with fine leg up, even if he was going to do that, why not bring your mid on up or mid off and have 2 people back to allow him to bowl a short ball?
That's what he was very lucky to get that wicket of Alex Hales. Score predictor 153 at this stage. My guess is this is a better pitch than that. And because they lost those wickets, 3 down for 23, they'll have to overachieve in the last 5 overs. Every time he's been just outside the off, some good length, he's created the dot balls. We saw that in the pitch map earlier. Fine leg inside the circle, 3 men deep on the onside. Joe Root wants the second. Jos Buttler says no. Very good move, Wani. I thought to play this game on that pitch on the side. It's not the pitch that you normally use for big games here at the Eden Gardens. It's very much on the side of the plot. What you see there on the left-hand side are those pitches that you normally use. Now, they have almost sort of become dead. There's no life in those pitches.
Now, that was if India made the final, and if the IPL match is coming up, that's what those pitches are for.
Yeah, when Sunil Narayan was in his prime, those were the kind of pitches KKR would want. 10 overs gone, 67 for 3. World Cup finals in 1987. They all came in thousands. It wasn't the Indian team. Oh, he's gone straight. He's gone very high. The smoke comes up. That's a 6 to Jos Buttler there.
Well, there's flamethrowers, there's eruption from the crowd, there's flames going out. This had plenty of heat on it for sure. This one, look how high that went too. It wasn't a massive hit in distance, only 84 metres, but it's gone a long way, and you can see that England are really targeting Suleiman Ben. He's gone for 30 off. He's only his first ball into his third over. Buttler straight away first ball, like most modern days. First ball of the over. Everyone tries to target a boundary. Got the boundary, but Buttler wants more. He's got enough on this. It's back-to-back sixes. Here he comes.
This is a much better shot. This came from the meat of the bat, and it once again that area that he loves. He loves to play the drives in the air, gets the distance as well. Lovely shot this, 89 meters, brilliant.
Look at his head, how still it is too, Jos Buttler. He keeps it down, he's got a very still head, and he just hits through the line. Two good shots here. I was about to say they might just knock it round and pick up the ones and twos here, but Buttler wants a big piece of Suleiman Ben. 2.2 overs, none for 36. He's only bowled 3 dot balls.
Sammy had a quick chat with the bowler. Yeah, I think that was the expected length from Suleiman Ben. I think the advice would have been not to get it up there to Jos Buttler. Just keep driving you into the crowd.
Yeah, interesting to see what Joe Root wants to do, whether he plays a sweep or just keeps knocking it down the ground for a single. I think you should just knock it down. This has been a big over now. You've already got 13 off 3. Yep, that's it. Just knock it down. Push for the 2 if you can. This partnership now 58 off 36. This is the back-to-back 66s. First of all, use of the feet, got up and under it, creamed it, and then just a beautiful still position, hit through the line, shows you it's a good pitch. Excellent skill from Jos Buttler.
Yeah, the flight has disappeared. Suleiman Ben just wants to keep it short. I think he might just bowl the 3 overs in this inning. They'll have to find somebody else to bowl his 4th over.
Chris Gale worth an over?
Yes, he's bowled in the tournament.
Yeah, I just think that what Badgery did well was bowl the ball into the pitch. Ben's like that. Ben's just floated up a little bit too much. A good over from England. 16 off, but it's 83 for 3.
But it's a great crowd. There's no Indian team here today for these fans, but they've come out to watch some good cricket.
It's actually a fantastic place to play cricket. The atmosphere is amazing. It's electric. Look at that for the ground. It's not too big. It's not tiny, but it's quick outfield. It's just a wonderful feeling to play out there as a player, to experience that noise here at Kolkata too. It's a great place to play.
Especially as an Indian when you play international cricket here. That looked a good shot, but might go straight to the field. It does. And there's the Bravo jig. The big man Brathwaite has got an important wicket there. Jos Buttler was just teeing off, 36 of 22. A wicket coming at the right time. The danger man Buttler is gone. You know the importance of this wicket. Butler's gone for 36. It's 84 for 4.
That's a big wicket, that Jos Buttler, right at the right time. The West Indies, you called it, Sanjay. He hit it pretty well too. It just picked out Dwayne Bravo. And here it is, here's the dance. Yep, show us your moves, Dwayne. Oh yeah, he's got plenty, Johnny Bravo. He's got plenty. And the joy and celebration of taking a big wicket when your team needed it. Excellent stuff. Yeah, comfortable catch.
Yeah, just a bit too full. I just couldn't get the extension of his arms. Jos Buttler picked it up beautifully, but it was just a bit too full.
Up in the air. I think it'll go away. Will it go away for 4? They'll chase it. And Big Ben puts a boot on it.
The size 14 at least. So it was, I thought initially straight up in the air and going to be a keeper's catch, but had the momentum to fly straight over the back and nearly got to the boundary rope. So Joe Root hitting out. He's played well throughout the tournament and he's got to be there pretty close to the end.
Shot, lovely shot. It was short, it was wide, it was asking to be hit, and that's what Root did.
A lot of runs, terrific strike rate, and the key for England, so well played.
He realises he has to go after Sammy. Bravo will be hard at the death. He's got to go after this over. A run machine, Joe Root. Any form of the game. Test matches, one days, 2020, yet another 50. Just 33 deliveries. What a start.
Yeah, very special. He's getting better and better. A remarkable player.
Pulled away. Sammy's not quick enough to bowl that length. 4 more. 100 up for England.
And a good one for Stokes to feel it really motor out of the middle of that bat. And he's the sort of player, as Shane Warne was saying, he loves these moments. He can be brutal. And let's not forget that England, if they can keep this partnership to the last 5 overs, they've exploded better than any team in the final 5 overs right through the tournament.
Splice at about this time. Root wants to come back for 2. Root does come back for 2. A good over for England. Sammy's 1 over's gone for 14. 103 for 4. Very strong through that backward point area. 4 more.
Well, it's just starting to lift for Root. He loves that area. He loves getting on the back foot, and even though he's a good front foot player as well, plays into his zone though if he gets any width, because he sets himself in that back and across mode. At that point, all he has to do is play it a little later, a little earlier to try and expose the gap.
No, going down. That's that dipping Yorker that he bowls. That was a full toss. But there's not many. There used to be a Nottinghamshire and West Indian cricketer, Franklin Stevenson, used to bowl this delivery. A long time ago, people used to duck it thinking it was a beamer. It dips on you, ends up Yorking you.
Not a great way to get out, is it? Ducking what you think's a beamer.
It's a beamer, you duck it. I've seen a couple of people do that. Chris Reed did it to Chris Cairns at Lord's. Goes away behind square. Fielder out there. Big boot again. Who is it this time? Sammy, the skipper's out there.
Yeah, I don't mind the old football skills. It's a good pace along the boundary rope there. This is where it gets crucial for the West Indies. They got off to such a great start that it's just getting away from them. The runs are starting to flow. We're seeing the pace in the outfield, some quality shots. And they need to try and break this partnership. 26 from 13.
Up in the air, should be gone, is gone. Slower ball bouncer does the trick for Stokes. The dancing begins. You know what's coming with Bravo. So difficult to face, so you've almost got to say it's a slower ball. Slower ball bouncer. And you're right, Slats, he just bunted it in the air. They continue to take wickets. Ali comes in at number 7. He did a really good job. Delhi against Afghanistan. England were really struggling there. Batted well and went hard at the death. It's a long batting lineup. Someone needs to stay with Joe Root. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, big flash. It was unusual, the dismissal of Stokes. He's put himself into such an awkward position that in the end he was almost trying to guide it down to that third man area.
Or even leave it in the end. He was almost pulling out the shot and he just couldn't get his bat out the way. He realised he'd been stuffed and then thought, I'll leave it. And just left his bat hanging out there.
We're seeing a little bit of that dance. The dance to the song Champion.
Oh, Glove, is it down the leg side? Yes, gone. Nick down the leg side. Bravo has another. England have lost 6.
And they're charging everywhere, the West Indies. They know they're on a roll, and this is unlucky. There's been a couple of dismissals that really have worked in favour of the West Indies. On another day, it could be completely different. It's a duck. It's 110 for 6.
Down the leg side. Was it a glove or an inside edge? There was a definite noise there. Yeah, just gloved it. Easiest to catches for Ramdin. Good umpiring, because there'd have been a lot of noise in the middle. Ali waited for the decision, but he knew what was coming. So after the first ball went for 4, 2 wickets for Bravo, and we've seen that a bit. Bravo.
But herein lies the difficulty, because it'll play on him. This is where you start to think, well, should I just pull it back? We've got to get to the 20th over. We're losing too many wickets now. So his assessment might be that I've just got to maybe just pull back a little bit.
A bit of batting though. Jordan's out there now. There's still Rashid and Willie, who are very fine players. Hoping it's Willie, then Rashid. Possibly even Willie before Jordan, but Jordan showed some skills with the bat. West Indies just getting their field right in the middle. Key is to keep Root off strike. That'll be a wide.
That's a bonus. Have a look at this one, just flicking the glove on the way through. Just trying to nudge it down to fine leg, get it fine enough and away from the keeper, and it races for 4. It's just got a little bit away from the body, and that's where he caught up with it. Such an unlucky way to get out.
Will it carry? It does carry. And it's Root. England in all sorts of bother.
He took on the wrong option. He really did. The West Indies, they're pumped up. They are charging to one another. And Joe Root, the man that was really taming the pitch, he's not happy. It's 111 for 7.
Well, there was some emotion there from Joe Root. I don't know if something was said to him, but he turned to the West Indies celebrations and he had words. Pumped up, went for his first bit of invention, first time he's tried to play the shot. Had to get it over Big Ben, he didn't. Nelson strikes. 1-1-1 for 7. David Willey comes in at number 9. He's a pretty good number 9. He has a 40-ball 100 in domestic T20, playing for Northants. I think that one was at Hove recently. He played brilliantly, but this is completely different. This is a World Cup final.